So hey cousins, what's up, You already know it's your favorite cousin and I'm back with another video. So in today's video, we're going to get straight to the point like we always do. I want to just let you know to know your worth. And what I mean by this is remember where you have come from. Remember the trials and tribulations of your life. Remember how God has done things for you that you can't even explain. Remember when you used to pray for days that you're living now. Trust the process. Understand that your mistakes hasn't made you. Your lack of knowledge of certain things in life has not taken you to places that you were not meant to go. And when you look at life like that, when you take the pain and the hurt of what you have received in this lifetime and you ride that pain to success, to becoming a better person, to not just changing your life, but changing other people's life, you're going to understand that everything has happened for a reason. Understand that when it's time to let things, people, places go, know that God is giving you these emotions for your protection. Not because he wants you to be miserable or, it's not like that. You have to trust who you are and where God has brought you and where you're going. Because one day you're going to wake up out of that fog. One day you're going to take those rose-colored glasses off. Some people call it woke. Some people call it revelation. Some people call it truth. But whatever name or title you put on it, we all are going to come to a place in life where that is going to be our truth. And you realize that you can no longer move how you used to move. You can no longer allow yourself to be available how you used to, because now you understand that you hold value in this life, in this time, and that every time that God wakes you up and open your eyes, there's a purpose for your life. There's a purpose, regardless of the good days or the bad, which we all endure. But you have to understand that protecting your heart means not always picking up the phone, saying no when you feel completely drained and exhausted and you need to take care of yourself, not putting yourself in situations where time and time again, people have revealed themselves, they have shown what they are for or what they want from you. And listen, it can go so deep as to God has given you dreams about situations and people that are no good for you. And, it's just time to stop ignoring it. And this is for men and women. It's time to stop ignoring the elephant in the room. It's time to address it. And when you're really, truly fed up with something or someone, you are no longer going to speak about it because you have planned your move. You know that this is no longer for you, meaning you don't have to discuss what someone is doing over and over, and telling them how they're hurting you over and over and over again. It comes a time in life where you just quiet. You're just quiet. And being quiet is a scary thing, because that means you realize, or you figured out the person's antics. You figured it out. And it's nothing else left to say. And when you're quiet, actions come behind that. You know how us as women, when the saying or whatever is, when we cut our hair, our life is about to change. Or when men start going to the gym, or I don't know, I'm not a man, but when y'all start improving yourselves, something is about to change, right? And that's that epiphanies. Don't talk about me. In life, y'all know what I'm talking about. But that's that moment in life where you're like, I am about to take action. And moving forward, when God removes you out of this situation and He's open your eyes to things, not just relationship, the world itself, right? Once those glasses come off, or once you get that knowledge, it's never the same. Because then you look at people in situations like, wow, I was innocently there being naive, and you took advantage of that. And you wake up and you like, hey, the next situation or the next time I encounter someone, I'm never going to be that person again. Because now I understand, I get the game of life. I get it. It clicked, right? So once it clicked for you, learn to protect yourself. Learn to not overly give to people who have their hand out and is not willing to have a transaction with you, going back and forth. And we know that with relationship, it's not going to always be 100% or 50-50. You know, like some days you're going to be at your best, and some days in relation with people, you know, vice versa, right? But it should not come to a point where your mental health is suffering, where you lack the need to take care of yourself, when you lack things in your life. And that's when you have to ask yourself. That's when the questioning come in. That's when the quietness come in, and that's when you observe. And you quiet because you figured out the answer. You know, like you get it now. So, with that being said, stop fighting the knowledge of getting it. Stop fighting it, because you're hurting yourself. You're not hurting anyone else. Because in the end, when that relationship don't work out, when that friendship don't work out, when that whatever place you at don't work out, then you're going to be like, wow, I should have left, or I should have removed, or I shouldn't have done. But again, that's the lessons in life that you learn. But don't keep repeating the same thing over and over and over and over again, because eventually, when you constantly are going through this in life, you don't come back the same. You don't come back the same. It's like it chips a piece of you that you can never return to. You can never get back. So be protective over yourself. Let people know, no, you're not going to do this. No, I'm not going to do this. Don't be afraid to stand up and be your own advocate. Because if you don't advocate for yourself, who will? Who will? If you don't draw that line, if you don't say no, who will? So listen, that's all I have. I love you guys, and I'll see you next video.